Welcome to my channel Education by Haneet. Children, today we are going to do the back exercise of the chapter Reproduction in Animals. Question 1. Explain the importance of reproduction in organisms. So the importance of reproduction in organisms is as follows. Reproduction helps in maintaining the continuity of particular species. Then it also ensures the continuation of similar kinds of individuals generation after generation. The third one, reproduction is very essential for the survival of every individual. If there will be no reproduction, it will come to an end. Okay. Now the second question. Describe the process of fertilization in human beings. Okay. So the first step in the process of reproduction in human beings is the fusion of a sperm and an ovum or egg. Okay. So millions of sperms are released into the female's body, out of which only one of the sperm may fuse with the egg. Such fusion of the egg and the sperm is called fertilization. Okay. Now during fertilization, the nucleus of the sperm and the egg fuse to form a single nucleus. Right? Then the zygote thus formed is the beginning of a new individual. When the fusion will take place, then the zygote will form. Then the zygote will divide rapidly to give rise to a ball of cells, a number of cells. Then cells will begin to form groups and develop into different tissues and organs of the body of the baby, okay, which is called an embryo, which further develops into fetus, right? So the stages, if we'll see, first zygote, then embryo, and then fetus, right? And then fetus, then after that a baby, okay? The third question. Choose the most appropriate answer. So internal fertilization occurs in the female body, outside the female body, in the male body, or outside male body. So we all know that internal fertilization occurs inside the female body, option 1. And if we'll talk about external fertilization, it occurs outside the female body, okay? Just like as in fishes and frogs, okay? Then the second one, a tadpole develops into an adult frog by the process of fertilization, metamorphosis, embedding, or budding. So the correct option is option second one, this metamorphosis. Okay. The third one, the number of nuclei present in a zygote is none, 1, 2, or 4. So we have just studied that it will form into 1. Okay. Fourth question, indicate whether the following statements are true or false. So the first one, oviparous animals give birth to young ones. This is false. Each sperm is a single cell. This is true. Third one, external fertilization takes place in the frog. Yes. D, a new human individual develops from a cell called the gamete. No, this is false. Then, egg laid after fertilization is made up of a single cell. Yes. Amoeba reproduces by budding. False. By binary fission. Fertilization is necessary even in asexual reproduction. No, this is not necessary. Only in sexual reproduction it's necessary. Then binary fission is a method of asexual reproduction. Yes, this is true. Then I, a zygote is formed as a result of fertilization. Yes. J, an embryo is made up of a single cell. This is false. Now the fifth question, give the differences between a zygote and a fetus. Okay. So zygote. Zygote is the earliest stage of development. It is formed by the fusion of male and female gametes, sperm and ova. Then it is a single cell. The zygote divides rapidly to give rise to a ball of cells. Then cells begin to form groups that develop into different tissues and organs of the body, which is called an embryo. Okay, so this is zygote. And if we'll talk about a fetus, so fetus is the last developmental stage of an organism, because in between it, embryo is also there. So zygote, embryo, then fetus, then a baby. So the stage of embryo shows all the identifiable body parts. We can easily see the body parts. The fetus stage occurs after the embryo stage. Okay, the third stage, right? Now sixth question, define asexual reproduction and then also describe the two methods of asexual reproduction in animals. So what is asexual reproduction? In this type of reproduction, the offspring arises from a single organism without the fusion of male and female gametes. So a single parent is only necessary, is only required. Okay. Now the two methods of asexual reproduction is binary fission in amoeba and then budding in hydra. Okay. So let's see binary fission in amoeba. So binary fission is a kind of asexual reproduction in which one cell divides into two halves. Then it is a unicellular organism that has a cell membrane, cell wall and cytoplasm. It begins the process of reproduction by the division of its nucleus into two nuclei, right? Then in this process, the nucleus of amoeba first divides to form two daughter nuclei. Then, finally, the division of the body into two halves having a nucleus takes place. Then, budding in Hydra. Organisms such as Hydra use regenerative cells for reproduction in the process of budding. The first step is the formation of buds, which develops as a small outgrowth from a single parent. So, a bulge can be called a bud. Now, as the bud enlarges, it receives the characteristics of the parent organism. Once it is developed, it may be detached from the parent body and develop into a new individual. Okay. Now, the seventh one. In which female reproductive organ does the embryo get embedded? So, embryo gets embedded in the wall of the uterus. Okay. What is metamorphosis? And you have to give example as well. So, the transformation of the larva into an adult through drastic changes is called metamorphosis. Okay. And children, see here I've given the example by the way of diagram, right? So here we can see the first step is eggs, then tadpole will begin, then you will see here the tail, you can see the tail of the frog, and then the tail will also get eliminated in the adult stage. Okay, and in this stage the frog breathes through gills. Okay, and then adult frog breathes through lungs. So such drastic changes occur. Okay. Now, see, I've here shown you the diagram of metamorphosis. Similarly, you can also add diagram in binary fission and amoeba from your NCERT book, and also budding in Hydra. You can also add your diagrams. Okay. Now, question 9. Differentiate between internal fertilization and external fertilization. Now, let us know what fertilization is. So, fertilization is defined as a fusion of male and female gametes. Now, what is internal fertilization? So, internal fertilization occurs inside the female body, and this is observed in human beings and other animals such as hens, cows, and dogs. So, in human beings also, internal fertilization occurs, right? Then, external fertilization. So, we all know by the name only it suggests that it occurs outside the female body, and most aquatic animals use this type of fertilization, such as fish, frogs, starfish, etc. The animals, the insects, the reptiles which live inside the water, they undergo external fertilization. Okay. Now, 10th question. 10th question is a crossword puzzle, and children have not pasted the puzzle over here. Okay. So you can use these answers and you can fill up your crossword puzzle in the NCERT book. Okay. So the answers. The cross one first. The process of the fusion of gametes, fertilization, and you can only write the exact answers there. Don't eliminate anything, like if here I've mentioned here buds, so buds only will fit there. Okay, so write the exact answers. Now the sixth one, the type of fertilization in a hen, internal fertilization. Okay, then seventh, the term used for bulges observed on the sides of the body of a hydra, the term is buds. Eggs are produced here, where? Ovary. Now down. Sperms are produced in these male reproductive organs, testes. Okay. Another term for in vitro fertilization is IVF. These animals lay eggs. Fourth one, oviparous. Then fifth one, a type of fission in amoeba, binary fission. Okay, so only binary you have to write there. So here we come to the end of this exercise. Thank you.